horses. When I told this to my mother, she said that we'd just have to help him. She held me high on her shoulders one day as she balanced on a low stool. She handed me a black marker with the powerful scent of licorice and told me to trace what I saw. Then I colored the horses with the crayons from my Walmart 64 pack. One brown with a white star, one a strawberry roan, two bright orange dappled Appaloosas. My mother added the muscular forelegs, the strain of the backs, the flying jet manes. Then she pulled the butcher block table to the center of her kitchen and lifted me onto it. Outside, summer hummed, the way it does in Chicago. My mother and I lay beside each other, my small shoulder pressed to hers, and we stared up at these stallions as they ran across the ceiling. "Oh, Paige," my mother sighed peacefully. "Look at what we've accomplished." At 5, I did not know what accomplished meant, nor did I understand why my father was furious and why my mother laughed at him. I just knew that the nights after my mother had left us, I would lie on my back on the kitchen table and try to feel her shoulder against mine. I would try to hear the hills and valleys of her voice. And when it had been 3 full months, my father took whitewash and rolled it across the ceiling, erasing those purebreds inch by lovely inch, until it looked as if the horses, and even my mother, had never been there. The light in the bedroom flashes on at 2:30 a.m., and I have a little surge of hope, but it goes off as quickly as it was turned on. Max is quiet, no longer waking 3 or 4 times a night. I shimmy out of the sleeping bag and open the trunk of my car, fish through jumper cables and empty Diet Coke cans until I find my sketch pad and my Conti sticks. I had to buy these on the road. I couldn't even begin to tell you where in my house I buried the originals when it became clear to me that I could not attend art school and also take care of Max. But I started sketching again when I was running away. I drew stupid things. The Big Mac wrappers from my lunch, a yield sign, pennies. Then, although I was rusty, I tried people. The checkout girl at the mini-mart, 2 kids playing stickball. I drew images of Irish heroes and gods I'd been told of my whole life, and little by little, the second sight I've always had in my fingers began to come back. I've never been an ordinary artist. For as long as I can remember, I've made sense of things on paper. I like to fill in the spaces and give color to the dark spots. I sketch images that run so close to the edges of the page, they are in danger of falling off. And sometimes, things are revealed in my drawings that I do not understand. Occasionally, I will finish a portrait and find something I never meant to draw, hidden in the hollow of a neck or the dark curve of an ear. I am always surprised when I see the finished products. I have sketched things I should not know, secrets that haven't been revealed, loves that weren't meant to be. When people see my pictures, they seem fascinated. They ask me if I know what these things mean, but I never do. I can draw the image, but people have to face their own demons. I do not know why I have this gift. It doesn't come with every picture I draw. The first time was in the 7th grade, when I drew a simple Chicago skyline in art class, but I had covered the pale clouds with visions of deep, empty halls and gaping doors, and in the corner, nearly invisible, was a castle and a tower and a woman in the window with her hands pressed to her heart. The sisters, disturbed, called my father, and when he saw the drawing, he turned white. "I didn't know," he said, "that you remembered your mother so well." When I came home and Nicholas would not let me in, I did the next best thing. I surrounded myself with pictures of my husband and my son. I sketched the look on Nicholas's face when he opened the door and saw me. I sketched Max where he sat in Nicholas's arms. I taped these 2 on the dashboard of my car. They are not technically good, but I have captured the feeling, and that is something.